Hi everyone, how are you doing today? I'm very, very glad to be here again. We started last week with this great show that I have created with the intention to get together, share some experiences, to share success. Why not also share some failures and lessons? And because I believe in one thing, I believe that when you get together with people, you get together with the sole purpose to improve things. And that's what I also believe what friends are for. Friendships are meant to create and improve situations. If you're going to sit down and talk with someone about a situation, you really want to lead to something. So my name is Alma Vaca. For those that don't know me, I am the CEO of Colot Vaca Subtitling. It's a localization agency. We do subtitles and we do translation, text translations. We've been in business for a long time, but in subtitling we're hitting the 10 years now, and we're very proud to say that we have accomplished a lot. I started as one person without even a chair, working on my own, and then later on my children joined, and we were applying some formulas and some wisdom that we have learned through the years that union makes us stronger. So thank you for being here. Let me just check because I don't want to see if anyone is connecting. I want to give people some time to connect. We're going to be here every Monday. That's the intention, to be, uh, like I said, sharing. The Were you here last week? If you saw, if you watched the show last week, give me your opinion. Why don't you know? We'd love to hear. I'd love to hear what you think about the topic. We talked about the meaning of success. What is success? And well, the purpose of last week was to really give you a broader idea of what success is all about. And like I say, I want to make this a very productive, enriching moment. So, welcome to this time. It's created for you. It's for freelancers. You don't have to be a linguist. You can be a freelancer in any area. But there are great concerns for people that go into freelancing. A lot of people do it for whatever reasons, of course, freedom, independence, and but along with it come other responsibilities and some awareness. Some people want to be a freelancer because they don't want to have anyone bossing them around, and that I think that could hurt you a little bit because at the end of the day, we're always being, if you want to call it bossing, but you always want to have someone telling you what to do. And a client is our boss, if we are freelancers, or now that I have a company, well, my clients are my boss. And when I work with the freelancers, I become some sort of like their boss. So the thing is that, we have to kind of give it a division of a business. This is my business. This is a company. And a company functions exactly the same way with one person than with 100 or 1,000 people because it requires a structure. It requires an organization, and then it requires to be, to have, the flexibility of actions that lead to the higher purpose. And that's what we're going to be talking today is purposes, what the goals and purpose. Now, last week we have, a better idea, a better understanding of what success is. And like, if you were not, if you missed it, you can go into my channel in YouTube and you will find the session. So again, welcome. And the subject today is goals and purpose. So what is the meaning of a purpose? What is the meaning of a goal? If you don't have things lined up or structure, it's like being like in a file cabinet where everything is there, but it's not in the right position. So you will eventually find it, and I tell you that because I tend to file everything in my little file cabinet, and I don't sort it out. And believe me, I do find it, but I realize I spend 3 4 times the time that it would normally take for me to get it, to have it ready, to find the thing. So and what we're going to do here is to have clear ideas. You know how well I understand something is how well I can reason. How bad I understand something, well, I am going to have a lot of problems coming up with a good solution or a clear thought about it. So a goal, we want to know, what does it mean, a goal? The goal is the ultimate, the highest, the greatest, like the summit of what you want. It can be have money, just be very rich. You can say my goal is to have lots of goods. My goal is to have a great family. My goal is to have the most successful a company in a localization in the world, and that's mine. So it's the greatest thought. And you know what is the purpose of it? Why do I want it for? I want to have a lot of money. That's my goal. But I want it uh, because I want to have a home, or I want to have, I want to be the president of my company, of the CEO of my company. And my purpose is because I want to lead a lot of people. I want to lead a group of people towards success. See, that's do you see the difference? So it's very important for you as a freelancer that once, just for starters, have clear what is success, because you're looking to be successful. A lot of people have a misunderstanding with success, and I don't care so much about money. Well, money is what you're trading with. So, it is a reality. Money does bring happiness. Because if you don't have money to pay your rent, if you don't have money to pay for food, you're not going to be very happy. If you can't pay the electricity, well, you're going to have a very dark evening. So it is important to assess for yourself. You get a lot of people, a lot of noise around it, and it gets a little bit too loud from time to time. So get the definition of success, the definition that fits you best. And like I said, the flowing power to power is a time for me to share with you. It's not a time to impose. It's not a time to judge. It's not a time to criticize. It's not a time to complain. We want to hear. My intention is to give you information that I believe works. But if it doesn't work for you, you don't have to take it. You can even leave a comment. I mean, I have had some really productive comments that have enhanced my point of view or have allowed me to see in different directions, and that's what I'm looking for. And if you comment, if you write your comments, that would allow me also to perhaps guide you a little bit more, or clarify things that perhaps are not clear in your life. So today, what we want to make sure is that we have a clear understanding of what is the goal and what is my purpose. Why am I taking the time to do this? Because, like I say, we have all this information. We have it. We're good people. We're productive people. We're educated people. We're hardworking people. But at the end of the day, you think, I mean, my God, I'm not making the amount of money I should be making, or I don't have the lifestyle that I would like to have. I don't have the goods that I want to have. I'm struggling to pay for, to meet my the end of the month. So the thing is that you can do it. Yes, you can do it. Not overnight. I cannot even tell you when it's going to happen. But I can tell you one thing. If you head north, you're going to end up north. So flowing power to power is for you to find your north, your direction, and then head in that direction. So if you whatever you're heading to, you know, as a freelancer, first realize that you have a company and you are responsible of structuring structuring that company, you know, administrating it, and making sure that the actions, are in harmony and coherent all towards that goal. And that goal is exactly the greatest thing that I want. I want to be the best localization company in the world. I want to be very rich. I want to I want to have the best the greatest and the best freelancing business in the planet. That's your goal. And then it goes the purpose, to have fun, to make lots of money, so I can raise my family properly, so I can have the opportunity to get further education. It's your purpose. To me personally, I always believe that the greater the purpose, the more towards helping others, helping the planet. Well, it's very, very difficult, very hard. It would be very difficult for you to fail because you have a greater purpose. It's like when my children were little, as a single mom, my purpose was to raise two healthy, productive children. And that was a damn hell of a purpose. So I had to work hard. I had to make sure that I attend my family. I was a good mom. I gave them a proper education, made sure there was food at the table, that they were properly, were living in a nice place. So again, your purpose is what really, triggers you to take action. So if you have things clear, you will be, it's like walking through an avenue, a path where everything is clearly set up. If you see a red light, you stop because it means, stop. If you see green, it means go. And if you see a challenge, a tree falls down, you'll know you possess the tools to, get it out of the way. So we will be talking about challenges next week, or if you have other topics that you would like me to discuss, write them down. But right now, for the moment, I think it would be a good time for us to start talking about challenges. And I will take note of that here because I just had a great idea. So give me 1 second. And I want to thank you for being here today. Uh, Claude Baca Subtitling, we have worked very hard, very, very hard to be where we are. And believe me, I have a lot of things to say, a lot of things to share, and a lot of things that I would really love to share. It's not just that I have things to say because I want to talk. Like I said, uh, I am a very selective person. When I sit down and talk to someone, it's because I'm going to create something. Just to sit down and talk about the weather and how beautiful and how nice something is, it doesn't last very long. And it's also something else that you can add in your goal, in your purpose, is to be more selective in the kind of conversations that you have. If someone is complaining too much, yes, listen to the person because the complaints are valid. But what are you going to do to solve it? That's the next step. And that's where it puts you, takes you to a next level. If the person insists in complaining, well, that means that we are, really in a situation where someone would just want to throw trash, and well, you're not a trash can. So again, thank you for being here. I will be, coming back next Monday, and I will also write an article. I'm trying to stay a lot in communication with you guys. So get back to me, write back. I really appreciate your comments and thank you so much. Thank you very much for being here, for the support that you give us when you work with us. And have an amazing week now.